Hello everyone. I'm back for a really quick one. Basically, I just wanted to give you a quick update on how my lovely pregnancy is going. Basically, as you probably all know, I am quite overdue right now. I guess not overdue as the very extreme overdue, which is I'm probably going to reach at some point. But I am 40 weeks and 6 days pregnant today, overdue, and I've just seen my midwife today, so I just thought I'd give you a quick shout, um, just a quick update to tell you how it went, which is not a lot to say because it just seems that things are not moving forward, um, which is pretty sad. Well, sad. It's more like a bit disappointing and frustrating, but me and baby are well. So basically, following my previous appointment, which I had last Thursday, the midwife had tried to give me a sweep and stretch, but it wasn't really possible because I wasn't really dilated, and it wasn't TMI. By the way, there will be some details here, but hey, this is a pregnancy channel, so if you're not right into this, well, I'm sorry, you better not watch it. But basically last week wasn't really possible because it was only a fingertip. Basically was my cervix would only allow a fingertip, and yeah, it wasn't possible to do a sweep and stretch. Now today I was booked for another check, which was nice because, you know, at least they're trying and I'm trying. And so with baby everything's okay. His heartbeat is fine, and you know, everything is fine, and it has been. But following the check, still hasn't been any progress. Apparently it's pretty much the same situation as last week, but she said, the midwife said, that there is some sort of progress, like the cervix is softening, something is happening definitely, but not as much as I would like it to happen. She said to me not to stress because there's still plenty of time and I'm still early and I've got time for things to move forward. In a week a lot of things could happen, and she said to me that basically well, Thursday I have another midwife appointment because that was my initial appointment, but today we just scheduled for another cervical exam and stuff. And then next Thursday I'm going to see the midwife, and she's going to be checking on me again, which probably is going to be the last check, because normally they only give 2 sweeps and stretches, but I haven't had any because it wasn't possible, obviously. So it was more like a cervical, you know, examination rather than a sweep and stretch. So on Thursday, when I go to see her again, she will see if there has been any sort of progress, and if it has, and if she can do a sweep and stretch, then that would be great because things could move forward. But if that's not going to be possible, we're going to be, and the situation is going to be the same, then I'm going to be she's going to be book me for an induction next week, because she said that it's, you know, it's not good to do a lot of stretches and sweeps and stuff like this, and it could irritate the, you know, vagina and everything like that. So it's just good to stick with, you know, with just 2 or 3. And so yeah, that's going to be the situation. And then if that doesn't work, then next week on the 15th, which is right before I turn 42 weeks, they're going to be booking me for a hospital appointment, check me and see if anything it has progressed. And if it hasn't, then on Wednesday I'll be probably booked for induction. She also explained to me that basically here in my situation, if there's not going to be any sort of progress by next Wednesday, when they're going to be doing the check and everything, then the first step will be to introduce some gel, basically to soften the cervix and things like that. If and then I will be probably monitored. I'm not entirely sure what she said, but like within 6 hours actually I'll go back to be checked. If that hasn't really happened anything, then I don't know. They said that they if they have to give me a second dosage of gel, then probably I will not be able to go to the midwife center that I wanted to give birth to, and I'll have to give birth in the delivery suite, because probably it will all be followed up by waters being broken, drip, and etc. So a lot of other scary things. But I pray and hope that I'm not going to be getting there. I pray that maybe labor will start naturally and everything, and like I hope that a miracle will happen by Thursday, that I will be a little bit like at least dilated, so they can fit one at least finger, if not two, so that they can do the sweep and stretch, which then might trigger the labor. But that's the situation at the moment. She said not to worry, just try to relax, just try to, you know, enjoy the silence in these days, because, you know, baby will come one way or another. But you know, the progress is slow, but things could just speed up in a very short amount of time. So but yeah, but I'm not like, you know, happy and stuff. I try to keep positive and everything, but I would have ideally preferred if that could have started naturally and not having to go through all the drugs and drips and things like that. But God knows what's the best, and I have to trust that there's a you know, time for everything, and no matter what I do, it's not gonna kind of change much. You know, there's only that many things I can do, practical ways, obviously, and so I'm not gonna go to extremes, which could harm my baby and myself as well. I'm just gonna leave it there and just do what I am doing. So I've had a really hot spicy curry with lots of like finger chilies, and you know, as you can see, I'm bouncing on the ball, and I'm gonna go for another tour of like the park later on, I think, and then we'll see from there. But yeah, I'm just gonna relax, watch movies and stuff, and I'm not gonna try not to stress too much. But I'll keep you guys posted. Next Thursday maybe I'll do another little video just to let you know what's happening. But yeah, the midwife said to do like this nipple stimulation thing, like hand expressing and stuff, and she even gave me like a little kind of a cup like this where I can put colostrum if I do get some out, and also a syringe. So I'm gonna try to do that later. But yeah, in the meantime, thank you for listening. I'll just try to continue to stay positive and everything, keep my mind on the right track, although it's hard, because you know, the longer it extends this, the less prepared I feel and the more anxious I feel and stuff, like at times, not all the time. But you know, I'm gonna be a single mom, and this is also new for me, and it's scary and everything, and it's things are not happening, so it's like I feel less and less prepared for any of this as time stretches out. So I just need to pray for like more peace and faith and trust that things will go as God wants, because there's nothing I can do really. I've been taking care of myself, eating well, training, bouncing, doing all these things that one person could do, but that's it. So I'm just gonna leave everything in the hands of God. But the midwife was lovely, and she reassured me that everything is okay, and the baby, you know, first time babies, they will always be late, like most of the time they'll be late, so not to worry, it's a normal thing. And she also explained to me the ways of induction and like kind of the pathways from each of them. I knew most of it, but not like most of the videos I listened, they're from like US and it's different. So she kind of explained to me what's kind of the pathways here. And so hopefully I'll be at least dilated, you know, for a finger or something, so that the balloon thing can go in, because probably that'll be the first one. If I'll be dilated, they'll be able to do the balloon first and not the gel and other stuff. But if I am not, then they'll have to do gel. And with the gel is like they need to monitor you and the baby because of contractions and stuff, so you need to stay at the hospital, and then you might need to get another dose of that, and so on. And so anyways, I'm not gonna go back there right now, but I will speak to you guys soon. For mamas who are like the same situation as me, I don't know, give me a shout in the comments below. I think we just, I mean, you probably understand me that it is frustrating and everything, but at the same time, there's not much I can do about it, and I need to accept it, and I need to not to stress, and we need to be strong. And as long as the baby's still well, and he is in there, then, I just hope I don't get to have a C-section, because I don't want that. I hope and pray that it will be a vaginal delivery. Right now I feel like I'm going a bit nuts. So thank you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go and take a nap and probably eat more.